and then there's a whole part over here, which is my new passion is studying tax code. I like that now. I
Oh,
like understanding.
wow. Yes.
I like that.
And congratulations, you're writing that book with Tom Wheelwright. Congratulations. That's fantastic,
Yeah.
and a lot of good things will be coming your way that way, you know. Tax, I think that's the pain point. More and more, I do surveys with my accredited investors and wealthy people, family offices, all of them. They want to reduce taxes legally. And that's a big pain point for them, you know.
Yeah. Part of my full vision of what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a consulting company that actually helps on that whole part of it too, and to get
That'd be good.
like I'm learning a lot more about stuff like that. Because if you go to like the average tax preparer or CPA, they don't do any tax strategy. They don't know
No,
anything,
they don't.
right? They don't know
Mm-mm,
what
mm-mm.
like short-term rentals, cost segregation, Section
Yeah,
179 in tax code. There's a difference between getting your tax prepared versus tax strategy. I want to focus on tax strategy. Like
I
ultimately,
like
might not
that.
me doing it, but I'm actually learning a lot because I want to anything I do, I want to get great at, right? And so I want to be able to say, hey, look at this. I mean, I already tell people like that I'm working with, hey, talk to the
Uh-huh.
CPA. Can you do this or this, right? Because we've been around the block. We understand these things.
Yep.
Like, is it an active business? Are you an LP? Like,
Yep.
and I've even I've saved people hundreds of thousands of dollars, and not like just my friends, just saying, hey, call this, you should probably look at doing a cost segregation, right? Like all these things that we know. I always tell a story, Vinny. Like it was like 8 or 9 years ago when I met you, and we were at lunch, and you're like, "Hey, I made." You said you made uh, you said I don't know the exact numbers, but you had said, Bo, this year I made X amount of millions of dollars. But I remember this, and I talk about this on podcasts because it was very impactful. It was like 8, 9 years ago. And then he said, I had this much in millions in profits, but I had 5.4 million of accelerated depreciation this year, right? So
Yes. Yes.
what you were saying was, if you do it right and you understand the tax code and you make the right investments, that's how the wealthy do it, right? That's how the wealthy.
Yeah.
People get pissed off when they go, "How does this guy make $100 million and pay no taxes?" Because
Yeah.
they understand the tax code, or they hire people that understand the tax code. But the average Joe can do the same thing. So it just, are you willing to learn these things? And so I never thought I would think that taxes were interesting or sexy. But the
Mhm.
older and wiser I get, I go, look, if we already know this is 33% of the equation, or
Yeah.
40, it's
40.
more it's part of this investment thesis of investing in different asset classes, and not enough people discuss it. So that's why I'm really intrigued with of it now.